Hey everyone, it's Hazel again. I'm gonna try doing my book haul on video as well this month. I'm gonna try to do it in one video. We'll see how that goes. Still testing things out. Today, this month I actually bought more books than I did at BookCon. I got 30 books this month, but that was mainly because I went to several book sales, and I went to the downtown library too, which is huge, and it has a bookstore there, and all the books are pretty much $1. So of course I had to buy books there because you can't pass up books for $1, especially when they're in really good condition. So I'm gonna start off with the books I bought at my used bookstore, which I went to earlier this month. So, okay, first off, I had to finally buy a copy of Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer by Seth Graham Smith because it's been taunting me for a while. I have been kind of I don't really know if I've it's one of those books that I'm like I'm just going to have to read it because I really can't judge it before I read it because I do like books like this. And even if the movie looked weird, I you never know, the book might be pretty good. So eventually you'll see what I think about this. It's probably going to be on my summer reading list. So I got that one. Um then I got Chimera by Rob Thurman. This is the first book in her, I don't know if it has a series name. It's probably just Chimera series. It's another kind of brotherhood book that she wrote, but this one's sci-fi instead of fantasy. And I've been looking at this one for a while. I mean, it's got like Russian Secret Service and um, just like assassins. So and brothers. So how is that not cool? So I got that one. Um, then I actually picked up a copy of Maggie Stiefvater's Lament. I had mixed feelings about this book. I didn't really like the characters apart from Jamie, but I really did like the way she described the fairies, and it was there, and it was a really nice copy for cheap. So, plus the cover's pretty. um, so I did get it because I don't know, I just felt like buying books. Um, Continuing to collect the Alatriste series by Arturo Perez Reverte, I think it is. This is The Cavalier in the Yellow Doublet. I can't remember if this is the fifth or sixth book in the series, but I've kind of been collecting these. I read the first three a while back, but I decided to buy them before I read the rest of them. So, still trying to get the whole series, and then I'll probably finish reading it. Then I found this copy of The Song of Owen, or The Story of Owen, by E.K. Johnston. This one I've seen before, and I've wanted to read it. It's kind of like an urban fantasy, and it's sort of like in the old saga style, I guess, or it's kind of supposed to be like that for Viking literature, I guess. So it's kind of interesting anyway, and it has dragons, I guess. So how can you go wrong with dragons? Last one I got at the bookstore is Iron Skin by Tina Connolly. I've never heard of this book before, but I saw it there, and it looked really cool. It's supposed to be either a retelling of Jane Eyre or Beauty and the Beast, or kind of both. Um, so I thought that sounded interesting enough anyway. And this was the last one I got at the used bookstore. I'm gonna show you the ones that I got. I went to an author event at my library called LibCon this last Saturday, actually, the 27th, and it was really fun. I got to meet a lot of really cool authors. I didn't know a lot of the authors there. I only a couple actually, but it was fun getting to meet authors I probably would not have read otherwise, and I actually got a couple books like that because um, they enticed me with their panels. So the first book I got there was Gilded by Christina Farley. And I got to meet her, and she was really, really nice. And I really enjoyed hearing her talk about her books and everything. So I am definitely looking forward to reading this. And um, I really think I'm going to enjoy this one a lot. It's kind of like Percy Jackson, but with Korean mythology, which is really cool because I don't know a lot about that. So I'm really looking forward to um, getting to read a little bit more about that. The next book I got was Olivia Twisted by V.V. Barnes. That's right, right? Okay. And this book is also it's a contemporary novel, and it's a retelling of Oliver Twist. Um, but there's like and there's like modern day thieves and hackers and stuff, which I really like. So I'm looking forward to reading this one as well. I also got to meet Vivi Barnes, and she was really cool, and talking about like how how sometimes researching for your books is kind of a dangerous pastime. uh, and then I got books 1 and 4 of the Monstermologist series by Rick Yancey. I actually missed getting these signed by him because it was kind of confusing. They didn't really have any times for anything but the panels. And I guess I kind of wandered off to look for something I needed at the library. And I guess that was when he was signing. I don't know. But, so I've read the first 3 of these. The only one I haven't read is this one, which is the last one. So I'm probably gonna have that either on my summer reading list, but probably more like fall. So, but I'm glad to have started collecting those finally. And the last one I got is Renegade by AJ Saunders. She was actually giving these out for free, so that's why I picked this one up. But I have heard of this one too, and it does sound interesting. I can't remember if it's actually a retelling or if it's more like, or if it's just fantasy, but either way, I mean, it sounds like it could be a good book. So I'm looking forward to reading this one. I think I'm going to try to do this in 2 videos, just to make sure it works. So I'm going to stop this video here, and then I'll show you my library books. So